What's up there, Reject Nation? We're going to watch ourselves the second episode of Superman and Lois as we're playing catch up. Guys, what we ask right now is if you can go ahead and hit the like button. That'd help us out a lot with the algorithm and the way it works. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when our reaction for the next Superman and Lois is up here on the channel. I believe we're going to be uploading them after episode 4 comes out. We'll be uploading them on Thursday mornings. That's like the main goal right now. So yeah, but we'll inform you. We'll inform you. As always, full length watch alongs where you sync up with the time code are over at our Patreon page. Become a Super Reject today. Show us your support by checking out all the content we got to offer over there. Lastly, thanks to the boys at Prep for helping us edit these down. Let's hop into action.
There's egg and bacon and sausage.
Sorry, but I'm kind of vegan.
Okay, I can whip up some oatmeal or slice up some fruit.
I'm not really a big breakfast person.
Oh man. Oh, God, this is it. Embarrassing, Lois.
Messed up.
Clark.
Was it Lois is cooking?
It's gas. Indigestion.
Jordan.
He's fine.
Yeah, for now. We have to figure out what's causing it in case it starts to affect him too.
And the other people in town who had Kryptonians.
We paid for this time, George.
And it's all yours. No harm, no foul. Well, looking forward to a little friendly competition.
Ain't gonna be nothing friendly about it.
Playing dirty.
Better conserve your strength for the weight room. Says the guy that can barely curl a patty melt. Well, that's why I switched up my whole regimen, Kent. That's my time to shine.
You're gross.
Oh, Jordan still get love from the footballers.
Sarah's dad just got her an old muscle car so they can fix it up.
7.8 Firebird, I think. I mean, it's a total junker. He can't even get the engine to start. No, it's easy. Well, it's probably a clogged fuel filter then. Just have him try something like this. Okay, so here's the pump.
Go home and emasculate him like this.
Do you remember that piece you wrote about the self-help guru, Allie Alston? It's back in the news again because of this podcast that just came out.
Allie Alston's a cult leader.
This podcast says you chorused some of your sources.
Come on, I did everything by the book.
Don't always.
Chrissy, in the first line in that article, I disclosed that I had a personal connection that a family member had been involved in the cult.
And whenever something has to do with your family, you have a different set of rules.
Look, I know this seems big. I get attacked all the time. It'll blow over, I promise.
Christy, your newspaper's nothing without Lois.
You need a little controversy. Get visibility on you.
Visiting Morgan?
Maybe he knows something.
After keeping him under some red sunlight here. It must be a Kryptonian prison.
When a consciousness is rejected by its host, can there be lingering effects?
Take me to my fortress and let me run some tests.
I knew this was a waste of time. Enjoy your solitude, Tal.
Oh, I will. Skiloro kiet warau.
They didn't even let him have TV.
You'll be sentenced to read and like it.
X-kryptonite is what Morgan Edge used to give people powers.
Could be really dangerous in the wrong hands.
Exactly. Amertech is doing a public service.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I have more information, you'll be my first call. Okay?
She's good. She's good.
Where's your guy?
I don't know. He's not answering my texts.
Well, you better show up soon or you're gonna be the one talking for him.
Plot prediction.
I can't do it. I'm so sorry, Lana, but my family needs this.
I understand.
You have to run, Lana.
Yep.
Thank you for coming, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for all of you.
Lana's running.
Sorry.
I asked Natalie if she wanted to come over after school to work on the car.
Hey,
You should come. It'll be fun.
cars aren't really my thing. I'll text you later.
Like 150 times later today.
That's your chance, man. Clark's not home.
Whoa.
Cool.
Get them out of here.
Oh, yeah, you knew someone was coming. Oh!
Wow.
Just go.
Beauty god.
Yeah, it's just say you got hooked.
Oh, the other Superman.
No.
Not a good look.
Oh, what's up?
You okay?
Okay, he's got the Superman crest and everything, too.
That guy, Philip Karnowski, drug runner, weapons dealer, stole a large quantity of X-kryptonite from the Schuster mines before we got Amertech in there.
He was selling XK?
What can I say? Everybody wants superpowers. Look, you don't want to be part of my team. Okay, I get it. But it means that you're on your own. So whatever is going on, I hope you figure it out. Otherwise, right now, you're more of a liability than a hero.
Oh my God, that guy.
I wonder if you're up to this.
Tag Harris. He's barely 18.
Sure is fast, isn't he?
Nah, he's a good guy, man. I don't know what you're talking
Totally trustworthy. I'm sorry.
Dean gets to blame us for everything that happened and then take the credit for the windfall. So unfair.
It's just politics, baby. Look, I'm sorry, but I gotta go to work, okay?
Come on, we know where this is going.
Show me something, Ryan!
You got this, come on!
Homies on XK!
I think Tal might be able to help me.
You can't go there with him by yourself. Let me go with you. Just to watch your back.
And plus his girlfriend's blowing him off.
Yeah, need something to keep him distracted.
It's a family reunion.
Kal-El, my son.
What?
Is that you?
What are you doing in his fortress?
And you are?
Of course, you don't recognize your forgotten son.
I had no knowledge of your existence until it was too late.
You're his mother.
Oh.
Yes, but I did not give birth to him. All children were engineered.
Except for one.
I've been having visions, and I believe they may be of the destruction of Krypton.
He also believes they're caused by the Eradicator.
Then I should be able to provide answers.
That guy's such a good actor.
All right.
Where'd you learn how to do all this? Well, I spent all my free time learning mechanics in our bunker. What are you and your dad, like, doomsday preppers or something? No, it's just what we call my dad's shop.
Doomsday.
Clues?
Oh my god, you're a genius. I'll also accept cool and awesome.
Kiss her.
With a splash of almond.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, dude, that splash.
Make it happen.
It's the best thing for now.
What about you?
I'll make the adjustment.
I'm on Bumble.
See how she favors him? Your father?
Well, yeah. He's not a genocidal sociopath who tried to destroy civilization. From what I hear, John's probably stronger than you now.
Nice. I came here to shit talk you.
You don't have any allies in this cave.
Okay.
Something's breaking loose.
Most definitely not.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Whatever you're planning, you won't be able to stop.
Stay back.
God damn it. So frustrating.
Patterns I'm picking up aren't seismic. There's something causing this.
Joe, I said to evacuate now! Joe! Joe, do you copy?
What the hell was that?
Common sense would say to evacuate now.
There's something down here.
Oh, man.
What the hell?
Whoa. Run, dude.
What is that?
Whoa. Hey.
You are not your father, Tal. There is good in your heart. You must let the boy go.
Ooh, Joe, what are you doing? Joe?
Oh, God. Hey. No bueno.
Whatever's down there, I've never seen anything like it.
What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you ever touch him!
Jordan?
We're shove kryptonite down that guy's mouth.
I never should have trusted you!
No, Cal. He was right to bring you here. I know what's wrong with you.
She believes there's still good in you.
Do you feel the same?
No. But I want to.
Come on, man. Turn good.
Those aren't earthquakes. There's something causing them, and we have to figure out.
Get off the goddamn podcast.
If your sister's the one changing her story, it doesn't matter how right you were. Public's never gonna believe you.
Lucy.
You are what this town needs for mayor. I mean, come on, no one cares about Smallville like Lana Cushing.
I just filled out the paperwork to make it official.
A couple months from now, I might be Smallville's first dude.
Rooting for it, my friend. Be that best first dude you can be.
What happened to your shirt? Oh, it may have gotten ripped when I went head-to-head with Uncle Jerkface. What? Yeah, I know, but the crazy thing is I actually think I could have beat him up. No way. I landed a couple blows. That's awesome. Yeah. Is everything okay with Sarah?
Ask yourself. She's outside on the front porch.
Oh, no.
She's ready to break up with you.
Yep. She's got a Dear John letter down there.
What could be her secret? Did she cheat?
I kissed someone.
Called it last episode.
Her name's Aubrey, and she and I thought we were just friends at first, and then it just sort of happened.
That's even more confusing.
That's tricky. Oh, man.
It doesn't really matter.
Then why'd you do it?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It just happened. It doesn't mean anything.
Thanks for telling me. I'll see you at school.
Jordan.
Oh, no.
Perfect opportunity to laser her.
Blow her head up. She deserves it.
I get why you did. His powers have been growing.
I know, but it doesn't matter. He's too young to be put in those situations.
Don't beat yourself up, Clark. There's no way you could have known your brother got his powers back.
He could have had a bit of a hunch, you know?
So, like, somebody might have picked that up instead of just taking him at his word.
If your visions are linked to these earthquakes,
And what your mom said is true.
Then whatever's down there is what's causing this.
I never would have thought that.
I still don't see it.
Something came through. And it's even more powerful than we hoped.
What is it?
It's Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. Show continues to be good. John, kick it off with every problem you have. Kick it off there. It's how you keep viewers engaged.
Who is the entity below ground? Just tell me already.
That's your problem?
My problems with the episode.
Come on, just focus on problems. That's the structure of reviews.
Yeah.
You lead with the problems. You talk about only negatives first.
Okay, here's my
then
problem.
You have a positive.
How did nobody think to go? And I know that Anderson said, like, hey, we barely know how to test Kryptonian anything, but, you know, you're just going to let Morgan Edge be up in here saying, I don't have any more powers, it's fine. And then everyone's just like, yeah, it's fine. Just take him at his word. Let's just go out to the place where he could arguably have the best chance of getting power back. And hey, we're just going to get Sam Lane to pull a few strings, and that's it.
No, yeah.
It's my only gripe about this episode. Like, you don't have anything to test if this guy has some power left?
Yeah, it's true. No, it was like and this is not surprising at all.
Yeah.
I would be, like, cautious the entire time.
Yeah. I would have... That is the only gripe. I feel like it might have been a stronger choice not to have him just immediately double-cross him there.
I think a gripe, if I had to nitpick. Because, yes. All right, people, look. The bit is that you usually talk about positives first before you go to negatives. That's the way you usually go.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to find something. All right, okay. Mm-hmm. Nitpick. I thought it was like way obvious whatever's happening in the mind is connected to whatever's happening in Superman, and I thought they would have put that together themselves a while ago.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Like, hey, it seems whenever some earthquake happens,
you're
kind of freaking out too.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the effort of them going, hey, maybe it's something to do with the Eradicator. Like, I understand what is a nice conclusion about that, but at the same time, it does seem like, no, these are pretty well coinciding.
Yeah.
People notice the earthquakes and your seizures.
But it's still some good stuff, man. It's still good. Still waiting to see how the season shapes up. Who plays Morgan Edge?
Oh, goodness. I used to know that guy's name. I couldn't tell you the actor anymore.
Well, he's phenomenal. It looks like we're getting that arc. I kind of want them to really play with me here. I want them. I don't want it to be like so obvious of the path of, yeah, he's definitely going into good guy territory. I want them to like play it like a little bit of a Loki thing.
Yeah.
You know, like the brother where you're not sure is he gonna be good or not.
Yeah.
And I want them to really have fun with that because where Loki's more of like it's fun to watch him be that way. There's a lot more something almost like Shakespearean about this guy's tragic portrayal of him.
Yeah.
Then because he's such a phenomenal actor that whenever you give him a chance to monologue and let out some pain, it's so effective and moving. And so I want them to have some real fun with that. Like I like the nuance of the mother Lara being like, you know, I see good in you. Such a cliche line. I see good in you. For
chaotic good.
I don't. For once, I want a villain to come back and be like, I don't see that there's anything wrong with what I'm doing.
Exactly.
You know, I'm like, that's the whole point.
Completely believe in my cause. I still want to bring Krypton back.
Like good is subjective, you know, and I want them to. I just want that retort to come in, but yeah, I like that. But then also Kal-El, you know, looking at him saying, "No, I don't see any good in you." But you can see that yearning. You know, he has a little bit more of a down, dejected type of portrayal. Tyler has been doing this season around, like kind of has there's a bit of a. I was gonna say he looks a little depressed.
Yeah,
I'm not saying like he's depressed to return. I just say the
Clark is
depressed. Like there's a
been
lot
a
weighing
shit show
on
in
him.
his life since the season started. Yeah, you
can really see it in his demeanor a lot. It's not as chipper Superman as you like. Like he's really being isolated at all corners. Like he's the DOD's outing him. He's feeling powerless because like he can just succumb to something that he doesn't know what the cause is. Like this mysterious thing. He's getting replaced by Superman.
By the junior super squad.
Yeah, he's getting replaced by them. He's obviously having family problems at home. So yeah, dealing with that, and you know all the storylines I'm really enjoying. Lana and Kyle, you know, like the whole running for mayor thing. Some of the direction has been kind of obvious. However, despite the fact that plot points can kind of go in an obvious way, it doesn't. The scene executions are always touching and moving. Like when Lana, you know, I like the reveal of like, I came here and all the firefighting buddies they signed that and supported you, and then she like eventually turns to the show like, I already made that decision. Like I really like that, like that she owns it, and I don't see, you know, it's like you can kind of predict that like what he has in his hand is something to do with her running for mayor, but then for her to already have made that choice is really moving, and I'm really liking the way their relation and seeing Kyle not just be like some asshole,
some jealous, you know, see him in a position where they could actually support each other and really be a team. Is a nice prospect.
And also Natalie and Sarah bonding with each other.
They're gonna get together.
I was getting like gay vibes from them in some ways. You know, I think I even said something. It was just a joke, but I did say something.
But
like,
now you can see it.
It did seem like I can see a little bit of like sexual chemistry between you two, or like some type of romantic attraction that could possibly occur. But yeah, like showing like that side of them that's really into like this stuff that you don't normally see with girls, or if you do put it with girls, it's something like some fucking Megan Fox Transformer shit.
Yes.
Like, oh, it's still so sexy.
Yeah, let's do a bunch of tracking shots around showing her midriff as she fixes the car.
Yeah, nor are they like, you know, do it like making it like hyper tomboy.
Yeah. She's a believable girl who also knows how to fix cars.
Right.
Yeah,
so I enjoyed those qualities to them, and watching I like the idea of pairing them up and what they've been doing with messing with the dynamics of, you know, siphoning off John and Lois together, and how that's something that he has to constantly deal with, is trying to adjust. Like, I just constantly feels like he's gonna go for it. he's gonna go in for that kiss. He's gonna make a move. Like it's a real conflicting situation for him.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't he be conflicted about it?
Especially for how well they get along in this universe.
Yeah.
And how nice she is to him all the time.
He's got his daughter back. Hey, get my family going. That fucking Superman's absent bathtub a lot.
Weird super Venn diagram here. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, so I do appreciate a lot of these aspects. The plot that seems so serious and intense that I'm like, I just kind of came left field. That I'm hoping turns into something worthwhile, at least emotionally, because it's called Superman and Lois, right? So Superman is, obviously the Man of Steel missions and that world. And then Lois represents the family life, the personal life. That's what I think. And also her own journey. There's a lot of layers to the titling at Superman and Lois.
The good that can come from humanity.
Yeah, well, it's like the Lois part represents the family drama, but also she has her own solo adventures as a investigative journalist. And then the Superman side is, all the big, fucking sci-fi shit. Yeah. So I like that, but this storyline of like the podcast and something brewing, and then she's getting ousted. I'm like, where is this coming from? And I know that's kind of how it happens in real life. It's just we've never heard. I don't recall this story at all from season 1.
Yeah, and it's the kind of thing that feels like it's a very relevant thing.
What happens with cancel culture?
Yeah. Oh, it's tricky being a reporter nowadays in true crime podcast culture.
True.
And yeah, there's a piece of that I appreciate. Like I like that they bother to include the things going on at the paper, but I would like to feel like there is a thrust. Like I would like to see the two of them. Like it was nice to see them at the mine doing some actual current day investigative journalism, and part of me, it's like I'm open to the storyline with the podcast and whatever, because I'm sure they will pay that off. But right now it does feel sort of like a side thing that isn't really related to much of anything else other than Lois's, general mental state. But I am hoping that maybe develops into something a bit more vital and a bit more pertinent, and it doesn't spin its wheels.
Well, my main issue is it seems that they're. That part of the show kind of feels like they're forcing some drama.
They want us to be like, did Lois do something shady and messed up?
Or maybe she didn't cross all her...
Yeah.
Dot all the I's, cross all the T's.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't do all that. Perhaps,
It's a good point about like you play different rules when it's your family. Like
she does.
Yeah.
And the thing with Christy that was kind of like frustrating to me is like, Jesus, woman, like you're just immediately like, what the fuck, Lois?
Yeah, well, I mean, Christy's in a tough position because it's like Lois she has such a status, and yet like it's gonna be way worse for Christy if anything bad happens with Lois.
I know, but it's not like she even comes to her with questions.
I would like
where are you?
Yeah, exactly. It's like some nuance to that exchange to at least indicate the amount of growth and bonding they went through last season. Like they've been through a lot together.
Like, how about some concern for Lois?
Yeah, 100%. Instead of just like, I believe this and I'm mad at you. Yeah. How about a little benefit of the doubt, or like, hey, can we figure this out? Are you okay? What is this about? You can talk to me. We're partners. You know?
And then growing frustrated with the lack of answers.
Yeah.
So just make that
instead of jumping right to
I believe this podcast.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, in the first episode, we were sitting there going, oh God, is Natalie going to become really annoying this season? And this episode was like a great improvement on that. And so like I'm hoping that like with Christy that will also sort of blossom and develop. Hopefully we got those arguments out of the way this episode in terms of that plot line.
I mean, for now, it's not like I won't complain if they come back. It's just now it feels more layered.
Yeah.
But then Sarah cheating. Oh boy, you don't know what you cheated on, lady.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That boy's got temper problems. I mean, he hasn't shown temper problems lately.
He hasn't. I mean, yeah, I trust him right now not to fly off the handle. And I
yeah, this was like episode 4 version of it. I mean, he's gonna beat her up right now.
Oh Jesus, yeah, he's gonna fly her up high and drop her. No, I like that too of him being like, look, Dad, I really need to feel like I can help somebody right now or be important to somebody right now. So as much as there is some like treachery in being like, yeah, let's just all go to this fortress together. Like I really liked that for him this episode. But yeah, I wonder how far they're gonna push Jordan with this.
It's a really real way of handling cheating as a teenager too, I think.
Like
it happened to me when I was a kid. I had a girlfriend at like 14, 15, and then she went back home for a little bit, and then some guy made a move on her, and then they like had an orgy. And
They sent me the videotape.
No, it was like a kiss. That like this kiss that had happened. And then it was like something happened, and I'm not getting an answer. I'm being pushed away, and then eventually like the truth came out. Like I was like, yeah, it's a really like real version of like how teenagers who often have landed themselves in cheating. It's usually just a kiss.
Yeah. That's like, oh God, what did I do? I was in this. It's a whole other context removed. And I mean, I do appreciate the layer that, like it is with a girl, so there's that extra layer of like, okay, this must be sort of more emotion. I feel like if it was just like, oh, I kissed another guy, it might have led to a more cut and dried exchange.
I do think though, like I'm constantly like, one who's like if you really follow this channel, you probably heard me say it like a gazillion times that if, I think a big key in helping out with portrayal of the LGBTQ community or whatever is that just normalize it, right? Normalize it. However, I do think that they should expose it.
Show a whole scene of it.
No, I think though, if you are a teenager, if that is your first sexual experience with another girl, then you cheated, I think there would be some like questions that would arise.
What is my really into, and what is my taste really?
Yeah.
What do I need?
My first response would have been, "Are you gay?" like honestly, like I would have.
So
asked
you
that
trying
question.
to tell me that we're no longer compatible? Are you curious?
Yeah. Or like, can we get something going?
Hey, I'm open to all kinds of things.
Doesn't mean the three of us can,
Just immediately turn Jordan into a creep. Cool. Can I come next time? Cool. What camp are you going to?
I think because especially as a teenager time, that can definitely be something that is very conflicting and
the process.
But at the same time, on the flip side, I do like that they also didn't make it about. There's also the other side of me that I like that they just made it about the immediate situation of just them, like she cheated.
Yeah, and then he's got to deal with that.
And then the way, because I like the realistic portrayal of it, of how he was feeling like he fucked up when really he didn't do anything wrong.
Well, and they're really good too at portraying, the whole thing with Jordan, like the whole thing about like, I'm trying to be cool, and even just the small talk that they're making, it really does smack of one of those guys who's like, wow, I got somebody who I really care about, who's like way out of my league, and I really want to keep her, but now I'm almost kind of awkward in the way that I try and do that. As much as she is giving out, like kind of, closed off signals to him, he is also trying really hard, and they make that very natural.
I think I thought that was actually really well handled, and I think there's a lot of layers to unpack there, but it's a good show. Still good.
Jonathan is still the best guy ever.
I remember by this point in episode 2 of season 1, I was like, wow, this is fucking
incredible. Where has this been all my life?
And I haven't quite got there with this season.
It's still good. Like it's still good.
It's still good. But I still feel like they're really building something up. Whereas I felt like with last season, by the end of episode 1, I was like, what a phenomenal show.
Maybe waiting for that big sort of like, okay, now we are really firing on all cylinders. It still feels like there's a bit of place setting happening.
True. All right, guys. Well, that's where we're at right now. Gotta watch episode 3. Get that up in a couple days too. But in the meantime, subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below. Only talk about the things you don't agree with us on.
Yep. Call us out.
It's the way to engage.
Antagonize us in the comments.
Almost 45-minute video. Just just only point out the one thing.
Hit on the one thing we missed.
One thing you missed or you didn't like that we said. Just only talk about that.
And if we didn't talk about it, we definitely missed it intentionally.